Bob's Discount Furniture.
Newswatch 16 sponsored by St. Mary's Villa. Short-term rehab on campus.
Today is the 17th anniversary of the September 11th attacks.
Ceremonies to mark the somber occasion are being held all over the nation. There's one later this morning at McDade Park in Scranton. There will be a wreath laying, prayers, and also song. Ceremony starts at 8 o'clock this morning at McDade Park.
Some seniors in Sullivan County are hoping this waterfall doesn't get bigger. The parking lot at the Sullivan Terrace Senior Center in Dewshore flooded last August. The borough built a makeshift wall with rocks that came tumbling down during the flood. With more rain in the forecast, people here are hoping the wall will hold up.
The wet weather is also causing more problems in Bradford County. Ladd's Creek overflowed again yesterday and shut down part of Route 220 in New Albany. Flash flooding hit the town hard last month, destroying homes as well as the library. Route 220 opened again this morning.
An investigation at a teacher's home in Wyoming County is still a mystery. FBI agents and undercover officers spent the day bringing out boxes from this house in Factoryville. Neighbors tell Newswatch 16 the woman who owns the place is a teacher at Lackawanna Trails School District. Authorities only said they were serving a search warrant here in Wyoming County.
Our soggy summer is certainly taking a toll on farmers in Wayne County.
Brian Fox grows vegetables on his farm near Waymart. He has not been able to plant anything for about 8 weeks because of all the rain this summer. The farmer estimates that the weather has cost him about half of his yearly profits.
Thousands of dollars worth of, hopefully product, but I mean, just our time to seed all this stuff by hand and the soil, it's a heartbreaker that we couldn't get it in the ground.
The farmer says if it dries out before October, he hopes to get some garlic in the ground at that farm in Wayne County.
So Michelle working the camera, 22 years old, just out of college, right, Michelle? Yeah, there you go. So I'm saying, what does the Brady Bunch mean to you? And she says,
what's that?
No, they still. Why do they still know this? Why doesn't this show ever go away already?
So like 45 years later, it's still popular.
I know.
It's a classic.
She said she could picture the blocks and the theme song, but she knows very little else. Anyway, I'm going with Florence Henderson today for my hurricane discussion, and we'll get to that in a second. But check this out. Another Florence that was brought to my attention on Facebook. So, Tom, help me out. Mindy, this was the Jeffersons' maid?
Yes.
And she always had, like, a bad attitude, right?
Oh, she had so much attitude. I loved her.
I love it. All right. So it looks like Janelle put her on the map and had her approaching the southeast coast right there with her little head, right after my style. So I like what you're doing there. There's another Florence for you. But it's in the 60s now and upper 50s across the area. This is good news. If you're a loser like me and you refuse to turn your heat on, for what reason? It makes no sense. Why do I refuse to turn my heat on? Am I trying to save $10? It's just an act of defiance, but I don't know why. So finally I could relax and not turn it on. We're talking back to the 70s today. It was 63 in my house yesterday, and it was cold, man. It was cold. All because of the rain with this guy. This thing is leaving. There's Florence arriving. This weak high is going to try to help us out too, but here's the deal. As this entire rain system exits the northeast, goodbye, this high is going to try to build in, but the problem is, look at what sets up for tomorrow and really for the rest of the week. Between this high to the north and Florence to the south, we're going to have this east wind, and that kind of creates a cloudy atmosphere. 70s, some fog, some scattered showers. We hope for some peeps of sun. No steady rain, but we just need like a week of sun and 70s. Overnight lows in the 50s. Maybe 10 days of dry weather. Not going to happen this year. So right now, a few showers linger up north. Susquehanna, Bradford County. This is the lingering tail of the system we had yesterday. Let it go. Bye, bye, bye. So for the remainder of today, there's Lydia with our new Pointer fish theme showing that we're kind of cloudy. There's going to be a few showery periods today. Nothing real steady. Hours will pass with nothing. Same thing tomorrow. I think kind of cloudy. There's going to be some showery periods. Tomorrow's my day off in the afternoon, at least I'm not teaching. I'm hoping for a bike ride. It's just, we need a little sun. There's Lydia, and she's got the shark wrapped around her, we'll say. Nice shot, Lydia. See, these are the kind of pointer pictures we like. She's got her little arm up pointing. She's in the shark. The reverse of this, how about a fish and a human? We got that, too. There's Christina. Yes, full engulfation in the mouth. I make words up. So what? Today, mostly cloudy, a few showery periods, but warming back up to the 70s. Every night this week, it's going to stay in the 60s, so you won't need the heat on at all. So let's talk about Florence with Allie's cat, because this thing speaks every now and then. The last time we had highs in the 40s and 50s like yesterday with rain, would you believe you didn't feel like you did yesterday in 4 months, since mid-May? It's a long time. I went on the couch, I wrapped my dog around me, and we both fell asleep. I was just like this, sucking on his heat. It was great. So here's the deal. Give me more, kitty cat. Replace Nightingale with Florence Henderson. I'll do that. And there's Florence. Do you remember now, Michelle, you're looking? She's watching. She knows that as the Brady mom passed away in 2016 from heart failure. A nice long life into her 80s. So category 4, remember, these things are intense. The problem is not only the intensity with Florence, but once it makes landfall, there's going to be nothing to move it. So it just may sit and spin over the Carolinas through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday while we stay just to the north of it. Here's some of the latest projections. Remember, this is tomorrow in the afternoon, a few showers. There's Thursday in the afternoon, a few showers. Here comes Florence. Watch from Thursday night right through Friday and Saturday. It's still there with flooding rain, 2, 3, 4 feet of rain, and we're up here on its outer periphery where air sinks, and we could sneak by with a nice sunny weekend with light winds. It could happen this Saturday and Sunday. I don't see any influence from Florence. Maybe by late Monday and Tuesday we get some leftover rains, and let's hope they're benign and not a big deal. I don't think the Carolinas ever had a Category 4 hurricane in anyone's lifetime. So this is going to be a big event. This is going to be a scary event for the Mid-Atlantic.
Here it comes, yeah.
Yeah, they are warning folks down there about that. Thanks.
Let's go.
So do you know the rules of the road when it comes to being safe around school buses?
What to watch out for as the school year just got started. We'll explain coming up on Newswatch 16 this morning.
Anytime you see news happening in Luzerne County, call our News Tip Hotline at 1-800-533-NEWS. Or in Luzerne County, dial star 1616 on your Verizon cell phone.
First day of school, kids. Say cheese.
They're so ugly. Look at them.
I agree. We should replace them.
Keep the kids. Replace the rest. Window World. Simply the best for less.
There's tons of family fun happening at the 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. The fun kicks off Friday, September 21st with Daughtry live in concert. Then it's the Truck and Tractor Pull Saturday, September 22nd. Casting Crowns bring a night of inspiration and music to the fair Sunday, September 23rd. On Monday, September 24th, it's the incredibly talented kid ventriloquist and winner of America's Got Talent, Darcy Lynn. Then it's the Figure 8 race, Tuesday, September 25th. On Wednesday, September 26th, it's the Best of Show Tour with Rick Springfield, Eddie Money, Tommy Tutone, and Greg Kidd. Thursday, September 27th, it's 90s sensation Melissa Etheridge. Friday, September 28th, it's the Horse Pull. And finally, the fan favorite Demolition Derby wraps up the fair Saturday, September 29th. For tickets and info, visit BloomsburgFair.com or call the Toyota Grandstand box office at 570-387-4145. Get more at Facebook.com/Bloomsburg Fair. The 163rd Annual Bloomsburg Fair, September 21st through the 29th. Produced by Variety Attractions.
A 5-year-old girl raped by an illegal given sanctuary in Philadelphia. Matt Cartwright supports sanctuary cities and voted to give illegals amnesty. Cartwright's part of the radical left, like Philadelphia's mayor, who celebrates
a sanctuary city.
A 5-year-old girl. She will never be the same. Matt Cartwright is a disgrace.
I'm John Schrin, and I approve this message.
With Window World, you get the highest quality and low prices on windows, siding, and doors. Call or click to set up your free, no obligation, in-home consultation. Window World. Not only do we stand behind our windows, we stand on them.
Newswatch 16 sponsored by St. Mary's Villa Personal Care Home. All-inclusive levels of care.
Most schools are back in session.
And that means drivers need to keep an eye out for students getting on and off the school bus. Check out this video from Good Morning America. Surveillance video shows a child about to cross the street to get on the bus. He steps back just in time as that car speeds by. Pennsylvania's school bus law says when the bus is loading or unloading, traffic in all directions must obey the flashing red lights and stop. One mother tells Newswatch 16 her 6-year-old son had a close call in Danville last year.
The bus's lights were flashing, the arm was out, there were actually kids exiting the bus. She blew through a stop sign around the arm. She came within feet of my kid, if not inches of my kid.
Drivers face a 2-month suspension of their license along with a fine and points on their driving record if they're caught breaking school bus laws.
A national project aimed at empowering kids is coming to our area. The details coming up in a live report.
Plus, why a deal on a sub might be sunk. We'll explain.
The problem we have is, and this really angers me to a certain degree, we don't tax retirement income in the state of Pennsylvania.
Scott Wagner really does want to tax seniors' retirement income and called seniors the greediest generation.
Before Nexium 24 Hour, Mark could only imagine a peaceful night's sleep without frequent heartburn waking him up. Now, that dream is a reality. Nexium 24 Hours stops acid before it starts for all day, all night protection. Can you imagine 24 hours without heartburn?
Juicy marinated steak, fluffy eggs, stacked 3 layers high. Introducing the new $2 steak and egg stacker. Stacked with everything you need to take on your morning. Only at Taco Bell.
Are you ready for this? She doesn't like it. You've got to get in there. Like, careful not to get it in her eyes.
I know what a bath is.
Smile, honey.
This thing is like...
First kid.
Here we go.
Second kid.
Coming in, Mommy?
Not a chance.
By their second kid, every parent is an expert and more likely to choose Loves than first-time parents. Loves with Nightlock Plus absorbs wetness faster than Huggies Snug and Dry for outstanding overnight protection at a fraction of the cost. Live, learn, and get Loves.
Looking for a new car? So many times it's like spinning the wheel. And every time your ball lands, the dealer wins. Except when you come to Independence Ford. In our house, you always win. Car after car, truck after truck. Discounts that simply no one else can give you. Don't gamble with your next car or truck. Make the drive to Independence Ford and find a deal you can bet on. IndependenceFord.com.
The other problem we have is, and this really angers me to a certain degree, we don't tax retirement income in the state of Pennsylvania.
Scott Wagner really does want to tax seniors' retirement income and called seniors the greediest generation.
This is WNEP, the news station.
It may soon cost more to get lunch at one fast food chain.
Subway is leaving it up to individual owners to decide whether to offer the $5 footlong deal. The change takes effect this month. The $5 footlong had been off the menu for years when Subway gave it a second life last winter. A lot of franchise owners weren't happy about the sandwich. Renaissance saying they didn't make much money on the $5 deal.
Sip. Peel. Win. Tweet high school boyfriend. Who's missing out now, Jeremy?
Oh, man.
Enjoy any large or extra large coffee for your chance at millions of prizes.
It's showtime. Why travel when you can buy local and get show pricing at Wide World RV Center? Like this 2017 Forest River Surveyor, slash to only $21,900. Shop our huge inventory today and get the right features, right price, right now. WideWorldRV.com.
Alice loves the scent of Gain so much. She wished they came in a fabric softener, too. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice. Oh, and look, they've got Gain scent beads and dryer sheets, too.
Around here, nobody ever does it. Really?
I didn't do it.
So when I heard they added Ultra Oxy to the cleaning power of Tide, it was just what we needed. So now we can undo all the tough stains nobody did.
Dad, I didn't do it.
It's gotta be Tide.
Our military heroes' courage and bravery give greater meaning to what it is to be an American. Grand Canyon University honors our heroes and pays tribute to your heroism. Thank you for your service.
I love you. I can't stop thinking about you. This feels so real.
Savvy for maple? Then you'll love Dunkin's Belgian waffle sandwich and our other mapley and pumpkin-y flavors.
I can't wait to see you.
Excuse me.
I'm getting yelled at.
This is WNEP, the news station. Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is Newswatch 16 this morning.
6 o'clock here on Tuesday. Good morning, everybody. I'm Tom Williams.
Good morning. I'm Mindy Ramsey. Thanks for being with us this morning. Milo's in the backyard where it's much drier today than yesterday.
Well, as you say that, Mindy, though, I'm getting like a little misty drizzle.
Are you serious?
Here.
Oh, okay.
We jinxed you.
I take that back.
No, your statement is accurate. Yesterday was steady, drenching rain. Today, much of the area is dry. We're going to talk about that and flow coming on up. And look at this just in. I need help from Mindy and Tom. Mel's Diner, was that the flow? She was a flow,
Yeah,
Mindy?
flow.
She was flow, yeah.
I know she had like... Right, there you go. Yesterday, 63 degrees in the Snedeker household. Today, it's going to get a little warmer. Tom's going to do a Kiss My Grits impersonation coming on up. Highs in the 70s today. Keep in mind, places like Williamsport yesterday, 3+ inches of rain. That's going to bring the west branch of the Susquehanna River up to about 21 feet later today. And if you are in and on its banks, there could be some flooding issues. There is a flood warning until this evening. A question mark pattern set up through Union and Snyder County. These are the scattered light showers I'm talking about lifting up. Much of the area cloudy to partly sunny. Maybe a few showers today, but many dry periods too, with high temperatures in the 70s. Kiss My Grits, Tommy baby, is that
No,
our
you
line?
see, I was a big fan of Mel. Remember it was Mel's Diner?
Yeah, he was
Vic
a guy's
Tayback.
guy.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
It is a solemn day today, marking the 17th anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks.
Later this morning, there will be a special ceremony at McDade Park in Scranton. Newswatch 16, Sarah Bynowski joins us live from there. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Mindy and Tom. Well, it is a chance to honor and remember the nearly 3,000 people who died 17 years ago today, from Shanksville, Pennsylvania to Washington, D.C. to New York City. A special ceremony, including a wreath laying, is held each September 11th here at McDade Park. There will be prayers, speakers, and songs as well. Several people from here in Lackawanna County were among those killed that day. Today's service is scheduled for 8 a.m. Also today, it's the last day of this traveling memorial called Remembering Our Fallen, which features thousands of members of the military who were killed in the war on terror after the September 11th attacks. Sarah Bynowski, Newswatch 16, reporting live this morning in Scranton.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
All flags in Pennsylvania will fly at half-staff on this September 11th.
Governor Wolf has ordered the move to observe Patriot Day and honor those who lost their lives in the 9/11 terror attacks. The order will remain in effect until sunset.
Neighbors are still cleaning up from devastating flooding this summer in Susquehanna County.
Newswatch 16's Peggy Lee shows us how something that's usually a source of fun is helping out those flood victims.
The seemingly non-stop heavy downpours that fell last month caused streams and creeks to overflow in several parts of Susquehanna County, devastating homes and businesses. In an effort to help flood victims, the board of directors of the Hartford Fair donated $1 of every paid gate admission on Saturday.
We also had containers throughout the fairgrounds for donations. So between the gate attendance and the donations, we were able to raise that $16,000.
The board gathered at the fairgrounds last night and presented this check to the tune of $16,235 to Susquehanna County Interfaith, an area nonprofit that has been assisting those impacted by flooding. Flood victims here in the village of Franklin Forks are still recovering after Snake Creek crested its banks nearly a month ago. One of those flood victims here in Franklin Forks is Alan Coy, the owner of Snake Creek Marine. Floodwaters look like a racing river running right through his business. He's glad to hear about the money raised at the fair, saying there is still more repair work to be done. A link to Susquehanna County Interfaith's website can be found at WNEP.com. Peggy Lee, Newswatch 16, Susquehanna County.
And with all the recent rain, more flooding problems in Bradford County. Route 220 in New Albany closed yesterday after Ladd's Creek overflowed again. The road is open this morning. Flash flooding destroyed homes and even leveled the town library last month. Neighbors have had enough.
I'm just sick of the rain, and we're just hoping to get through the hurricane season because it's got all them hurricanes coming in too, and it's been awful.
Emergency officials warn neighbors to take flood warnings seriously and plan to get out if necessary here in Bradford County.
All this recent rain has seniors concerned in Sullivan County. The parking lot at Sullivan Terrace Senior Center in Dewshore was underwater last month because heavy rain swelled a nearby creek and also a pond. The borough stepped up to help by building a makeshift wall from nearby rocks in an effort to keep the seniors safe. People at the center are thankful the problems aren't worse.
With all this flooding, we've never gotten any inside the building. It's just been an interesting thing to come out on the porch and, oh, creek's up again, again.
And find out how much rain could be in the forecast coming up in our Storm Tracker 16 forecast.
And more bad weather as millions fleeing the East Coast as 3 states brace for Hurricane Florence.
ABC's Janae Norman has the latest as that powerful storm bears down.
Already a Category 4 storm, Hurricane Florence is prompting evacuations along the East Coast.
This one looks a little uglier than other ones. Rather be safe than sorry.
From South Carolina to Virginia, more than 1 million people are leaving low-lying areas. Others are stockpiling supplies.
Candles, flashlights, food, liquor, gas, beer, cat food.
Long lines lingered at gas stations as people waited to hit the road. Highway 17 in North Carolina already backed up for miles.
We do know that we're in the bullseye. North Carolina is taking Hurricane Florence seriously, and you should too. Get ready now.
South Carolina is preparing to reverse directions on highways. All lanes of Interstate 26 from Charleston will be heading away from the coast to help accommodate the hundreds of thousands of people evacuating 8 counties there.
It's going to be inconvenient, but we do not want to risk one South Carolina life in this hurricane.
Florence is expected to bring a devastating storm surge and stall after making landfall, bringing potentially catastrophic rainfall and life-threatening winds. NOAA flying through the eye of the storm as it strengthens.
Obviously, the storm that's out there off the coast right now is a dangerous one. One of the most dangerous storms we've seen in recent memory.
President Trump says he's spoken with the governors of both Carolinas and Virginia, and he says he's been told that this is one of the worst storms to hit the East Coast in many years. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
You can keep an eye on the Storm Tracker 16 forecast anytime, anywhere on our website, WNEP.com, or with the free WNEP app.
Well, the FBI isn't saying much about why agents targeted a home in Wyoming County. Investigators tell Newswatch 16 they served a search warrant at the place on Church Street and Riverside Drive in Factoryville yesterday. Neighbors tell Newswatch 16 a teacher in Lackawanna Trails School District lives there with her son and possibly a boyfriend.
The neighborhood's a very quiet neighborhood. Everybody knows each other very well. You know, we're a tight-knit community. This is something that you usually don't see too often up here.
Officials took several boxes from that home yesterday in Wyoming County. A killer who murdered his uncle and his grandmother in Schuylkill County is getting off death row. A judge resentenced Daniel Saranchak yesterday. The man from Pottsville shot and killed those family members in October of 1993. A jury sentenced him to death, but a federal court overruled that death penalty 3 years ago. Saranchak will never be eligible for parole.
Bucknell University in Union County is making changes after an alum's sexual harassment scandal. More than a dozen women have accused CBS President Les Moonves of sexual misconduct. He denies the allegations but has stepped down from his post at the network. Now, he has graduated from Bucknell University in Lewisburg in 1971. The school stripped his name from the website when the accusations first came to light in July. Now his name has been removed from the room at the school, and the Board of Trustees will consider rescinding his honorary degree at a meeting next month.
We have Joe coming up in a few minutes with your forecast.
Check out your Tuesday details. Mostly cloudy, a few showers, but we will warm back up again with a high today of about 75 degrees.
And Lucky is live with a project aimed at empowering kids.
Hey, good morning, guys. Still ahead on this Tuesday, we are getting excited about... We're going to tell you what's new with a huge recruitment project in our area straight ahead right here on Newswatch 16.
During Ford SUV season, find out why more people come back to Ford than any other brand.
We're going to kayak, mountain bike, rock climb, zip line.
First, let's get out of this city.
Yeah. Oh, then hang glide.
Oh, you're on your own.
Keep your adventure on track with Ford, the brand with the most J.D. Power initial quality awards. Now during SUV season, you can get an Escape with $3,250 total cash or lease for only $189 a month at your local Ford store.
Nobody gets your carpet, tile, or hardwood as clean and healthy as Stanley Steamer.
That's why I call.
Call or schedule online. Carpet cleaning only $45 per room.
Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
Let's go.
Bye, Mom. Thanks for breakfast, Mom. Love you, honey.
With quality ingredients like roasted hazelnuts and cocoa, Nutella is sure to bring a smile to breakfast time. Nutella, spread the happy.
This is a story about mail and packages. And it's also a story about people. People who rely on us every day to deliver their dreams. They're handing us more than mail. They're handing us their business. And while we make more e-commerce deliveries to homes than anyone else in the country, we never forget that your business is our business. The United States Postal Service. Priority, you.
Getting more girls to join Cub Scouts. That's part of a national project happening in our area this week.
News Watch 16's Ryan Leckie live in Lackawanna County to tell us all about it. Ryan, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys, and we're diving into this project with some fun folks. Go ahead, little ones. Give everybody a wave at home. Yes, they have been up here rocking and rolling since just after 4 a.m. at the Northeastern Pennsylvania Boy Scouts of America Council here in Moosic. Coming up in just a moment, get ready for it. We're making elephant toothpaste. But you know what? We are talking about a big recruiting project underway in our area. And, Stephen, let's dive right into it. What is new this year with the whole Cub Scout recruiting program?
Well, this year we are able to recruit the entire family, and that's going to include girls in grades kindergarten through 5th.
And what do they actually learn as part of being Cub Scouts? Because this is geared toward, as you mentioned, kindergarten through 5th graders.
Yeah, the program itself is character development and value-based that gives Scouts an opportunity to participate in leadership opportunities in an awesome program. We do a lot of outdoor activities that include camping, hiking, mountain biking, a lot of things to keep them active. And now, as I said, we're a full family program, so there's something for everyone.
And here's what you need to know. If you're interested in signing up your kids for Rocket into Scouting, it's going to be playing out in several counties at area elementary schools, including in Luzerne, Lackawanna, Wayne, and Wyoming counties this Thursday from 6:30 until 8 o'clock. You can find a location near you if you don't live in one of these counties at WNEP.com/websites. Hold on, before we do the elephant toothpaste, we got to talk to Miss Cassie. Let me sneak in here with you because you recently got involved in being a Cub Scout. Why?
Because I saw my brothers doing it, so I thought it would be fun for me to do it too.
All right, high five, rock on. All right, so Miss Rachel, what are we doing?
All right, so in the bottle we have hydrogen peroxide, which is mixed with some dish soap. And when we add the yeast starts to react with the hydrogen peroxide, and all of the oxygen gets trapped in the bubbles from the dish soap, so it starts to foam up. And after a couple minutes, it starts to really foam out of the bottle.
And I got to ask, elephant toothpaste, why the name?
Well, because it looks like elephant's toothpaste. You got to have a lot of toothpaste to brush an elephant's teeth.
I love that. They're all excited. They're like, please let it explode. I was expecting like a huge geyser here.
If I had a lot more hydrogen peroxide, that would happen.
All right, but these are just some of the hands-on experiments that you guys do with the Cub Scouts.
Yeah, absolutely. We love science here.
Like a super slow chemical reaction when you do Diet Coke with a Mentos.
Anything else you want to tell anybody, mister? You're on. You're rolling. Go ahead. No, he's good. Off camera, guys. This guy was nonstop, and I'm like, here, just take the mic.
Just take the mic, yep.
And remind us to replace Ryan's peroxide there. You might need that later on.
Exactly. All right, thanks, Ryan.
See you later.
We have Joe in the backyard with a look ahead.
What do you mean, Tom? What does he do with
He's a peroxide blonde.
Oh, okay. And on the teeth, he can use it too. Wait. All right. Hey, Tom, I'm just told now, has a confessional. Did something yesterday pretty embarrassing. He's filled with guilt. We'll talk about that. Some slightly drier weather and Florence's latest track. Stick around, my friends.
La-di-da-da-da-da.
You are many different things in one amazing package. And TJ Maxx gives you the freedom to express every one. With our unique mix of must-have brands at must-buy prices, you can be active or totally relaxed. You can shop online or take it home today. You'll always save on something for every you. Max you, max life. TJ Maxx.
No need to live with a wet, moldy basement, cracked walls, and that unhealthy crawl space. Call for help. Call ITG Basement Systems for expert repair and permanent solutions for your foundation and waterproofing problems.
Call ITG Basement Systems today for your free inspection and estimate.
See us at ITGBasementSystems.com.
Don't wait. Call for help. Call ITG Basement Systems today and enjoy a fresh, clean, beautiful home tomorrow.
I'm the guy to make it dry.
Don't believe Tom Wolf's lies. Scott Wagner isn't going to tax seniors' retirement. It's Tom Wolf who proposed raising taxes by billions of dollars. Wolf wanted to tax medications for seniors and nursing home stays. He even tried to tax your wages. Wagner stopped him. Tom Wolf has an even bigger tax increase planned after November. Wolf is bad for seniors and taxpayers. We must stop him. Scott Wagner will fight for seniors. Scott Wagner for governor.
Buy with confidence at Toyota of Scranton, your local choice for incredible selection, price, and customer service. I'm Paula Giangiacomo with Alan Vlad, General Manager of Toyota of Scranton. Alan, what makes Toyota of Scranton so special?
Paula, with over 600 cars on our lot, we will always have what you want.
With 9 consecutive President's Awards, Toyota of Scranton always delivers a great customer buying experience. Stop by and experience the Toyota of Scranton difference for yourself. Tell them Paula sent you.
Hi, I'm Newswatch 16's Carmela Manaloni here at the new and improved Delaware Water Gap Welcome Center. We're proud to serve Delaware Water Gap and all of Monroe County.
People in our area are marking the 17th anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks.
Nearly 3,000 people were killed from New York to D.C. to Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Ceremonies to mark the somber occasion are scheduled all over the country. There is one later this morning at McDade Park in Scranton, where a wreath will be laid at the 9/11 memorial that's set to begin at 8 a.m.
Bucknell University is making changes after one of the most powerful men in entertainment resigned from CBS. Les Moonves is an alum of the school in Union County. It even gave the commencement speech in 2016. Bucknell has stripped his name from its website, a prominent room on campus, and trustees will consider rescinding his honorary degree.
More flooding problems in Bradford County. Route 220 in New Albany is open again after it closed yesterday when Ladd's Creek overflowed again. Flash flooding destroyed homes and even leveled the town library last month. Emergency officials warn neighbors to take those flood warnings seriously and plan to get out if necessary.
Help from the fair for flood victims in Susquehanna County. Harford Fair officials presented a check for more than $16,000 last night to a nonprofit that has been helping flood victims there. The money came from donation containers around the fairgrounds near Harford, along with $1 from each admission from one day last month.
So what's the deal? Tom needs to confess.
I think we'll put up the graphic. I mean, to me, it's sometimes sins are just quick. Sometimes they're drawn out. This is a quickie. Let's hit that music. And Tom, you have something to say to the viewers?
Yeah, I think yesterday in my house in the mid-60s, maybe 67.
And what did you do, Tom?
Joe, what I did was I had like a throw blanket on. Or as I would say in my house, a throw blanket.
Did you sit in your little chair and have it over your lap?
I did, and I was knitting at the time.
You, my friend, have sinned. Yesterday, the temperature in my house was 63 degrees, so let's move on from that. Check this out, folks, as we start out your big Tuesday. Temperatures now in the 50s to low 60s. Temperatures when you went to bed last night were probably in the low to mid 50s. They've been going up, up, up. I actually went to bed, and I was like, you know, the blankets around me, and I was all like cuddled up. And then in the middle of the night, I started thinking, wow, and I shed them. So you may be doing the same thing as temperatures have been going up since you went to bed. And now we're going to get into the 70s today. Your threat of heating your house is now over for a long time, okay? So get rid of that, shut it off, and if you did it, I feel bad for you. You should have stayed tough, man. That's what I did. No heat, 63 degrees. Yesterday's steady rain was because of that guy. That thing is leaving, and here's the signature of Florence. That'll be arriving. So that's going that away. This is going this away. And the play with this thing is as this low-pressure system and this steady rain we had yesterday exits, watch what happens. This high tries to build in. The problem is it sets up over New England. And between this high and Florence down there, we have this east wind setting up. So that's all moist, dank Atlantic moisture that's slammed up against the Appalachians. So we're going to kind of be cloudy to peeps of sun for the rest of the week, but we can't get some beautiful sunny weather, I'm sorry to say. Right now, just some lingering showers as they exit with that system. And, today there could be a few showers, an hour or two, but add it all up, it'll just be kind of cloudy. Let's hope for some breaks of sun, but not too much happening. Tomorrow, same thing. Some showery periods, also hours where nothing happens. And again, temperatures in the 70s. That'll be kind of